Hindi imposition debate, which is happening in Tamil Nadu. It's been reignited after the Union Education Minister, Mr. Pradhan, said that the Samagra Shiksha funds will not be released to the state of Tamil Nadu unless it approves and aligns the National Education Policy 2, which was released by the Modi government, which all states have given their assent to except the state of Tamil Nadu. The condition that's been put forth by the centre is being seen as an attempt to arm twist, with the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu saying that they will not bow down to blackmail. In fact, Mr. Stalin has said that even if the centre gives 10,000 crores to the state, they will not approve the three-language formula, which is part of the national education policy. It's now gone beyond just being a war of words. TMK workers and few pro-Tamil activists blackened Hindi signboards at a couple of railway stations in Pollachi and in Tirunelveli. Ever since the NEP was introduced back in 2020, Tamil Nadu has resisted it as a threat to its autonomy, to its identity, and to its linguistic history and pride. But the opposition has intensified after the DMK came to power in 2021 and declared that it would formulate its own state education policy and rejected the national education policy.
There is absolute unanimity in Tamil Nadu in rejecting the new educational policy of the BJP central government. Tamil Nadu cannot be held at ransom and be forced to implement a three-language policy in state government schools and say that central funds will only be allotted to Tamil Nadu, which it's their right, will be denied the funds from the central government because we don't want to implement a three-language policy.
You say NEP insists on a three-language formula. All private schools have got a three-language formula, including your family school, Sunshine School, which is run by your family. You have a lot of currency notes in your house. There is Hindi in that. Wipe that off with tar. Why there is a Hindi name in Karunanidhi's commemorative coin? You remove that if you have guts.
The opposition to the national education policy more political than anything else. Now, the Dravidian parties, particularly the DMK, claim that it imposes Hindi on students, and that is something that they will not stand for. But the national education policy does not mandate that Hindi has to be the third language. What they have is a three-language policy. It only mandates two native Indian languages, so local language plus another native Indian language. The DMK government claims that the NEP infringes on the state's autonomy on education. Education, of course, is in the concurrent list, but the fact is that the policy allows states to customize the implementation based on their unique needs. Now, the three-language policy is also seen as a burden on school kids, particularly kids who go to government schools. The DMK says that they want to stick to the two-language policy, but the centre maintains that all states, in fact, a large majority of the states, have already adopted the NEP or adopted a version of the NEP, but no state other than Tamil Nadu is insisting that they will only have a two-language policy and not a three-language policy. Now, let's take a quick look at where this three-language policy comes from. This was first proposed all the way back in 1948-49 by the University Education Commission. Now, the rationale or the logic of the University Education Commission was that studying multiple languages was common in multilingual countries like Belgium and Switzerland. In fact, it was good for kids to study three languages. It envisioned that Hindi will eventually replace English as the primary language for communication. Now, the Education Commission of 1964 to 1966 further refined this concept of a three-language formula. It recommended a modified three-language formula. And then the Indian Parliament adopted the three-language formula in 1968. The policy stipulated that students in Hindi-speaking states should learn Hindi, English, and one modern Indian language, preferably a language from southern India. And students in non-Hindi speaking states would study Hindi, English, and any of the regional languages, including the regional language that is spoken in that state. Now, Tamil Nadu has had a long history of opposing Hindi opposition, with there were significant protests first in 1937 and then subsequently in 1965 when this new national education policy was first mooted. Tamil Nadu has never implemented the three-language formula since the inception of the three-language formula in 1968. In fact, it is the only state in India right now which has not implemented the three-language formula and has only a two-language formula. So let's open this up to our debate tonight. Vinod P. Selvam, leader of the Tamil Nadu BJP, is joining us, and A. Saravanan, spokesperson of the DMK, is joining us. Saravanan, NEP
Yes.
or the three-language formula is not a 2020 phenomenon. It's not invented or introduced by the Modi government. It's been there since 1968. It's
Yeah.
been adopted by the Parliament of India. Why should only Tamil Nadu be the one state in the country that's not adopted the three-language formula and has a two-language formula? Why?
Yeah, why? Because we are a pluralistic state. One glove fits all is not going to work. A straitjacket formula cannot be applied for a pluralistic state. And you are talking about the 1968 resolution adopted in the parliament. In 1968, the Tamil Nadu State Assembly adopted a resolution and said we'll have only two languages. And it was accepted by the parliament. And Madam Indira Gandhi made necessary amendments. And in the 1975 official language rules, which mandated how Hindi will be used within the states, communication within the states and all that, they exempted the state of Tamil Nadu in 1976. This is so from 1968, Tamil Nadu has not suffered the ignominy of a third language. Why should we suffer it now? It is useless. It is totally unwanted. The third language is totally unwanted.
But Saravanan,
we were able to.
So tell me, in Karnataka they have Kannada plus Hindi plus English. In Telangana they have Telugu plus English plus Hindi. Are you saying those states are not pluralistic? Those states are not federal? Those states are not proud of their language?
No, Zaka, you got me wrong. I am saying India is a pluralistic country. So they should allow different voices. You cannot have the same formula. You cannot have the same idea to be implemented across the country. That is what I said. Someone sitting in Delhi cannot decide what the students in Kanyakumari should study. It is totally anathema. It is anathema to our diversity. So that is why we are opposing it. And
let's ask Vinod Selvam of the BJP. This is the contention by the DMK. In fact, almost all political parties in Tamil Nadu, whether they are in ruling side or in the opposition side, are all opposed to three-language formula. Only BJP is welcoming three-language formula. Mr. Saravanan says this is anti-plural, anti-federal.
If Delhi cannot decide what the students can study or not study, who is DMK to decide what the students should be studying? The three language formula is being implemented as the world is shrinking. We don't live in 1968, we don't live in 1975 anymore. We have progressed a long way. And as Mr. Saravanan says, we live in a very pluralistic society, and what's wrong in the students being able to learn three languages? And it's not like the schools being run in Tamil Nadu do not have three languages. We have multiple schools, and most schools which are all having central board as their curriculum, which are all run by these leaders of DMK who are opposing them. All the leaders of DMK who are opposing the three-language formula run CBSE schools. None of them run state matriculation syllabus. They all run CBSE schools because they want to collect a higher fees. In that sense, when they can teach three languages to the students there, why can't the poor students of Tamil Nadu also have the access to the same education is the question here. That is what the BJP is fighting for. The BJP does not want to go with the opinion of opposition parties or ruling parties. The BJP has its own view. The BJP is concerned about the students of the state, and because of the very low standard of education which is being given by the DMK, our students, our children are unable to face competitive exams. Our students are scared of NEET because of the low standards of education being provided by the state government. So at least now correct your mistakes. There's nothing wrong in doing mistakes. But when you do mistakes, learn to correct them. The central government is giving you a chance to redeem yourself. Join the new education policy. Let the students have exposure to more languages. The world is shrinking. It's becoming a smaller place. Our students are traveling to various cities to work in. They're going to various countries to work in. And what is this whole Hindi agitation which you're trying to take up? This is a three-language formula. It is not a Hindi imposition. It is a three-language formula where the students have the right to choose what language they want to learn. Why are you confusing the students? Why are you confusing the people of Tamil Nadu?
So Saravanan, respond to that. The three-language formula does not mandate that one of the three languages has to be Hindi. It in fact says two native Indian languages. So you can choose which are the two native Indian languages.
Absolutely. Everything looks good on paper, Zaka, but what happens in actuality? What happens is they are spending around 80 crores every year to appoint Hindi teachers across the country to develop the Hindi language. That is the money that is spent every year. What is the money spent for the development of other languages? Zero. And when you say you are going to be having a third language, you can study any other subject. There won't be teachers for Malayalam, Kannada, Bengali, Oriya, Rajasthani, Awadhi, Maithili. There won't be any teachers at all because the government has not spent any money. This is how they cheat people. This is how the BJP is trying to impose Hindi.
No,
And
also
no,
the
no.
point that Mr. Selvam made that your leaders run CBSE schools
That
where there
is
is
fake
three-language
news.
formula.
When has the BJP spoken the truth? BJP is known for peddling fake news. That is fake news. See, if we are request, if you are saying our leaders are running CBSE schools, saying please take the three-language formula from CBSE schools also, it will benefit the entire country. And since when is the BJP worried about the poor people? We are seeing what
Okay.
is happening in Prayagraj. We are seeing what is happening in every railway station. They
Mr.
are not even able to run trains for the poor people.
Okay.
Now they are studying crocodile tears
Mr. Vinod,
for the poor.
if you really feel that the students of Tamil Nadu are ready and willing to learn three-language formula, why don't you take this issue to the streets? Let's see what the students say.
Firstly, it is funny that the DMK is talking about lies. Can he rebut or can he reject or can he say that the leader of the DMK, the chief minister's own daughter, runs a school, and can he say that Hindi is not being taught in that school? Can
CBSE
Mr.
is
Saravanan
three
deny that? Will he come
No,
on record and
CBSE
say
is three language. The issue is not
there a
who's
three
running
language or
school.
not?
Can you
Why are you
answer-
running a
can you
CBSE
answer
school?
how
Don't run a
much money
CBSE
you
school.
spend? How
Run a
much money
matriculation
you spend?
school.
Can you answer how much
Teach
money?
Samachir Kalvi introduced by DMK. Why are you running a central board school? Because you want more money. You want more fees. That is your point, and that is why you're doing it. Why are you not doing that? And you spoke about, wait a minute, this is my turn to speak. It's my turn to speak.
Yeah, Mr.
Saravanan,
Selvam,
don't get
yeah.
agitated, sir. Don't get agitated.
Mr.
Okay, don't get
Mr.
agitated.
Vinod speak.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
Mr.
you,
Vinod speak,
very
yes.
simple
I have
question.
got pertinent
You are
questions.
worried about.
Saravanan, please allow him to speak, please. Please, Saravanan, come on. Let's have a civilized debate, please.
You were
Let
worried
Vinod make his
about-
point. Thank you. Thank you.
The answer is zero.
Yeah, you were worried about not having enough money to find teachers. Just cut down on the corruption you make in buying eggs every day for the noon meal scheme, the corruption you buy in the ration, the corruption you make in the free uniforms given to the students. If you cut down on the corruption you make in these things, you'll have enough money to appoint as many teachers as you want. Correct yourself, correct your mistakes, and make sure the students get what they deserve. Do not divert the topic. Why are you going and painting all the stations and all the central government buildings black on Hindi? The Hindi has been there for years. Why are you doing it now? This is clearly diversional politics.
Okay.
You want to play a Hindi card because you know you're losing.
Mr.
And
Vinod
if we go to the
Selvam
streets,
and Mr. Saravanan, I have to leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see how this story plays out in Tamil Nadu and in other states.